Can I try CV sniping with it? I'm not going to try that in a game, but I can try it in a training battle real quick to see what it feels like. So we'll try against a Midway, assuming it would load, which it seems like it does not want to. So we will try it again. Thought you couldn't take into training battles? No, you can use it in a training room. Show the bow first, please. Seems like the planes are made of paper. Yes, they are. They do not have much durability, but they have a fast regen rate. So you can lose several planes and then you can have some downtime while you're waiting for the planes to cycle. Is the Saipan a good CV and how to use it? Sorry about a stupid question. It's not a stupid question. The Saipan is the mini Midway, and she is hard to play. The Saipan has tier 10 planes, but she has very few of them, and she has a really, really slow regen rate. So it's very easy to just accidentally throw away a bunch of planes, and then you just don't have any. So I actually call the CV Saipan CV on hard mode. She can do great stuff, but you have to be very concerned with your resources, which means you'll probably do a lot of pre-dropping and be very picky about what targets you go for. You forgot how many planes does it have total. The Immelmann has 26 planes of each type. Or sorry, 24 planes of each type. It has 2 full squadrons. That means that we'll make this armed so we can see what the AA looks like. She has 2 full squadrons, which means 2 full squadrons of 12 is 24 planes on deck. Oh, yes, so the NDA lifted earlier today, so that's why we're able to play this on stream. So, well, this is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm not waiting for that. We're going to change the map because I don't want to fly all the way to Timbuktu. Not interested. Ocean. Armor resilience test. Come on. Come on. There we go. Am I personally going to be using the FDR for clan battles? I hope not. I don't like the FDR, but I mean, if that's what the team comp is, then that's what the team comp is. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is CV snipe against basically, it's a hull that's not going to move. And I'm going to try to use the long-range siege tactic to do it so that we don't interact with the fighter and see how that works.
Battle starts.
I mean, obviously I could just put secondaries on it, but that would be silly. So, because somebody was asking, could I snipe a CV? So rather than like go into a random battle and try to waste time doing that, I would much rather just see, how do I interact with the carrier's AA? So there we go. And how do I interact with the carrier's AA? And am I able to attack without triggering the defensive fighter? That right there. And check in a little bit. Slam on the brakes, hard turn. We did not get close enough to interact with the fighter. We lost almost 1 plane. We lose 1 plane. Go out to about 8.5, 9 clicks. So yeah, if the CV is not turning, then we can absolutely burn on in. We're gonna get this reticle a little further back so we try to drop high. Slam on the brakes. Last gasp is procced. Hit for another 15. Down to 2 planes. We could still bomb again. We're outside of AA range. We'll dive in. We'll get 1 more drop. His Midway's damage con goes down pretty soon. Cool. Come back out with more. Another 2 hits. Looks like it's saturated now. So HE damage is vulnerable to saturation, which means that once the center section is saturated out, it's going to start going from 15s down to 7s. But pretty soon we're going to be able to light fires. Because we did light a fire, which means the damage con on the Midway was procced. And once that happens, the damage con is down for an entire minute and a half. So we get a double fire. Double fire's 10% of its health. That's going to be 6.8 thousand damage. Oh, buddy. Another 2 fires, another 6k damage. Took a little more AA damage that time. We might get a drop here, but I don't think we do. Maybe. Do we? Whatever, we'll just chuck it. Come back out. If we get a fire, it might be a kill. No, we didn't. So this would be a kill. So we were able to play this without having any interaction. So what could the CV have done? Midway could have come over and dropped a fighter here. It would have latched if we were coming in on the strike. So that could have been a thing that the Midway could do. Also, the Midway could move. That's another opportunity that the Midway could have. But this could absolutely be used as a CV sniper. Absolutely. There we go.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Hard turn during aiming. It does not aim like the FDR. You need to hold a line to aim. A hard turn during aiming does not help you aim. Very cool. Thank you for the demonstration. Yep. Can I outrun an interceptor? No. Tier 10 fighters go 270 knots. How to drop a fighter? Fighters are usually a consumable that's dropped using the T key. Will I be able to show any of the clan battle replays from a CV's point of view? Typically, that's not information. KSC plays on the high end of the North American spectrum, so typically that's not something that gets shared. Right, 4 destroyers. I don't know what the vampire does. It's Bogsy. There's a Holland, that's going to be a thing. Also, the Marceau is not a joke. We already talked about we don't actually get citadels on this with the skip bombs. And I suppose we could try to pressure a Midway. That might be a thing. Is the Immelmann out? The NDA is lifted, but I don't think she's available yet. She's either available once 10.3 comes out or something like that. But she'll be in the armory for 264,000 coal. Ew. Cool.
Fighter airborne.
I'm looking forward to COTS. Forward. Alright, well, we have quite a bit of boost. I think I'll... COTS is King of the Seas. Bugsy is my co-caster for King of the Seas. Or at least he was last time. I hope he will do it again. But we have not formally spoken about it. It's a daring. Could strike the daring. Okay, so to get to the Midway, we'd have to go through battleships, which realistically is going to be a problem. So what we can instead do is go after the Thunderer. Not really interested in going after a Marceau. Marceau's not interested in letting me go after him either. We'll just try and take a drop as quickly as possible here. Get away from the Salem. Come on. I'm gonna lose planes here because you're gonna lose planes here. It's fine. We get a damage con? We did get a damage con at 1824. Okay. If you absolutely have to hit a target that refuses to be possible, is it broadside? Is it possible to get a hit? It's possible, but that's only in the hands of RNG. That's not something you get to decide. You just take the shot and pray something happens. That's kind of how it works. Are these long range? They are 6-kilometer range. All right, well, there's nothing in the mid, so we could commit to a CV snipe, I suppose. He did recall. Would have been nice if I'd have saved the fighter.
Engaging enemy.
What was the damage con? 1724. All right. I don't think I need to blow the heel here. Really just hoping for floods. Get at least 3 hits, maybe 4. We get 4. Damage con's down for a minute and a half. We did get a flood. Flood's gonna stick. And if he's got 60, 70,000 health, I mean, that's actually quite a bit. So we might be able to siege down the Midway. Maybe. Yeah, 1724 was when the damage con ended, assuming a 60-second damage con. So there's the Midway. Looks like he recalled because we're coming. He dropped the fighter, which is understandable. Take the shot early and get the fuck out. It's gonna be super widespread. We get fires that will stick. That's good. And I might be able to try this again. He's got to be low. Damage con comes back up in about 15 seconds. Midway is down. Okay.
Well done, Commander.
That's pretty useful. We might be able to strike the Minotaur here. We're not spotted because he's behind the island. We still have 3 destroyers. Vampire 2. Yeah, he's gonna get behind the island, so that's not gonna be anything. Let's see if there's anything that we can do. And to be fair, I actually need to not lose these planes, so why don't we instead take the torpedo planes and see what trouble we can get into those, because they're much more expendable. Could go forward, don't know if I have to. Could work on the Vermont or the Des Moines. Nice to see the team recognizing and helping. Yeah, I mean, happens.
All stations, protect that target. Set a smoke screen.
Well, that sucks. He's dead. All right, well, I'm gonna try and peel the vampire off the Z. We're not gonna get hits here. That's completely okay. It's not about getting hits. It's about trying to get the Z out. Minotaur is there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Minotaur's AA is off. Interesting choice. I'm okay with this though. Minotaur realized his AA was off. So does he turn into torps or does he panic? He didn't panic. We're gonna have to try to work on destroyers. It's fine. Take the skip bombs out, see if we can get into mischief over here. We still have 2 cruisers for what it's worth. The Z is dead though. Minotaur's just not gonna go down.
Autopilot
Minotaur does go down. Good, we can work on the DDs then. Let's look for our detection range. We are detected roughly here. There's a Vermont with way too much health, which kind of sucks. There's the vampire.
All All stations, concentrate fire on the
It's gonna get
target.
respotted by the fighter. We did get hurt though. I don't think we're gonna be able to get anything here, but it doesn't mean I can't try. Yeah. And if nothing else, he is spotted. It's potentially useful. Daring's lit. Not a shock. All right, so we lost some planes. I think we work on the Vermont to the Des Moines. Can we do anything against the Des Moines? Don't know. Could potentially get secondaries in use at some point, maybe? We can fucking help our cruisers. That could be useful. Cool. Wooster's just fucking bailing. Des Moines is gonna come out of cover. I think we have to work on the Vermont though, because the likelihood I hit the Des Moines is extremely low. Would be nice if I had my heal ready, but I don't. Let's try and duck under the flak. Which we were kind of able to do, but not super effectively. If I had my heal, I'd be able to go back in again, but I don't think I can. So we'll get to 6 kilometers so we can recall. And Jesus, these torps are so slow.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
There are DDs up here, dude. DDs. DDs up here, dude. Maybe we can go for Vampire on long range. Might not realize I'm here yet. Now he does. Got one little slap across the face. Marceau. Yeah, this is a fucking problem. Now there's like 3 destroyers and nobody's able to do shit. Okay, let's try and remember that we have to be able to get skips here. Fuck. Fuck.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I need help.
Like, there are destroyers that need to be shot here. Preferably by cruisers. Cruisers that make things dead. Potentially make things dead. Got 3.
Fighter airborne.
I can't. Nobody else is able to deal with this shit. Maybe we could work on the Des Moines. Who's this? Whoever the hell was bitching about defending or something? Stop pinging me! I'm just curious. Repub and Yamato. What? Oh, whatever. God bless defensive fire. Okay, got some hits. We're helping. Let's pull aggro off of the Wooster. Of course, we're actually getting the Wooster involved because we're making him turn in. It's kind of a dick move, I guess, but hey. I'm here to help. Come on.
stations.
Fucking turn, carrier.
Strategic target.
Need to get secondaries in. So I have to show side because we need the secondaries to do something. Jesus Christ, carrier, come on. There we go. Something happened. Gemma has some health. Started the dive too early, so we eat shit and die. I don't know where the... There's the daring. Cool. Salem's defensive fire is still probably up.
Problem solved, sir.
We get 2 there? Just the 1. I have to duck the defensive fire though. It's gonna be about here. Shit. Fuck. We got 1. That's something, right? 1's more than nothing. Because we still have a flak interaction when we're making our attack run.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Good. Can sweep in on the Thunderer, I think. I don't think that's defensive fire. I think that's priority sector. We get detected soon. Should be a few hits. I just don't know how many. None. So. Cool. Yamato's pretty, fun. Alright, so we can long range this, or actually I could go look for the daring, maybe? Here's the daring. Fuck. So we might get lucky, but I mean, that's all it is, really. We did get lucky. This Yamato, I guess, is just fixated on this fucking DD. Like, you are aware that there's a Yamato that you could be shooting at right now, right? Like, that is a thing
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
that you're aware of, right? Got lucky. Cool. So we have 150 mil side armor. So I mean, if the YAM is shooting us and not shooting other people, that's good. That is a positive.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Cool. So we have some skip bombers we can keep after the daring. Unlimited planes! Unlimited planes! Yeah, so we're not using the flight tech mod, we're using concealment, because the base concealment values on the hull are terrible. But she does have pretty aggressive regen rates, but it does mean that we do have to play somewhat conservatively, because you can see, I mean, we have lost many planes. If we were able to get, like, we were able to take out the Midway, for instance. Hell, I have no idea. Power of prayer. We were able to take out the Midway, for instance, without proccing the fighter, but there were still ships around it, and because there were ships around it, you know, we lost planes due to attrition. Do you put any points or mods towards your secondaries on German CVs? I do like to. Because the secondaries are a gimmick of the class. So, for instance, on this, with our 10.4 kilometer secondaries, it's because we have the slot 3 module, as well as the commander skill for additional range and accuracy. I did not take the plus 10% secondary firing rate, or the commander skill, or the slot 6, you know, secondary meme stuff. So I haven't gone into secondary meme stuff in that way, but I'll give Bogsy some love. Report. Heh. Okay. Love for the Bogsy. Alright, so if anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and ask. I'll take a little bit of time if anybody does have some questions in chat that they would like to pop out there. And here you thought Cable Guy was KSC's CV sniping specialist. I mean, as long as it's done in a timely manner, that you're not just throwing the early match. I mean, we did get the CV down, right? But they took an extremely strong position over in Charlie, and all our team did was run. I think we lost destroyers compared to them, so we lost some early game to boost our late game. I don't think the Immelmann is out now. I think it comes out with 10.3, but the NDA is gone, so we're able to present and talk about it and show what it can do. Do the skip bombs damage change between bounces? No. There's a dispersion. So you see that there's a line when the drop happens. Aiming will bring the line in smaller, but there's a set amount of dispersion, forward, backward dispersion on that front line, the medium line, and the far line. And the far line has the least dispersion. So to take the most accurate shot, you need to use the furthest line. But, I mean, you can try to hit however, so. All right. It's going to be for coal, 264,000 coal. Do I like the Immelmann? I do. I think it's an interesting experience. And I like the fact that while it does have... what is it? It's not supremely accurate. It's not like rockets in the sense where I can put the reticle over something and even if it turns or whatever, I might get some chip damage. It really does come down to RNG if you turn, you know, aft or bow into the bombers. There were some where we got hits. There were some where we didn't. And we really didn't have any control over that. But I do like the fact that the Immelmann can interface with destroyers, even though it's not going to be something that's consistently capable of interfacing with the destroyers. So I do enjoy it. What are the fire chances on the skip bombs? They're Midway bombs. They have, like, you know, a German way of talking about them. They're TA, whatever the hell all that shit is. But they're Midway bombs is what they are. So you're just chucking a 4-bomb strike as opposed to a 6-bomb strike with the Midway dive bombers. German premium CVs all get special bombing gimmicks. But I can say I do like it. I have enjoyed the ship. I find it to be challenging to play. It's a new version of how to play. Well, it's a new way to play a carrier, which is always cool. I mean, ultimately, this game, it's 12v12 in ships. So you've got all sorts of different tiers. You've got all sorts of different lines that you can play. German line battleship's going to be its own kind of thing. German line cruiser's going to be its own kind of thing. French line cruisers, line DDs. They're all different ways to play the game. And the Immelmann is a different way to play CVs. And I do like that. Is it broken? Is it obnoxious? The fact that it can siege with bombs from such a distance without interacting with the fighter on the hull could be potentially really effing strong. But they're actually buffing, I guess in 10, is it 10.4 or 10.3? I don't remember. At some point, this is getting changed so that it increases the duration of the fighter. So you could just drop a fighter on the side of your hull that the bombers would have to come in, and then they wouldn't be able to come in. Because you only really have a one-way. You know, your torps as well as your bombs strike broadside. So you and every ship you have on your team is going to know that. So how you position to deal with that is up to you and your team. You got the coal, but you're not playing CVs a lot all of a sudden. You have all the CVs, so you're still tempted. I can say that I enjoy it. So is this a CV I would recommend? Yes, I would recommend this CV. It is a coal ship, so it's not like you're spending money. I mean, coal is a lot of effort. It's a lot of time. And potentially you could spend money to try to get coal from crates or from special events or something. But I like it. I will be buying it with coal. Unless for some reason they give it to me or something because I'm a community contributor, but I don't know if they do that. Because they didn't give me the FDR. I had to buy that. Well, that was before then, though. I don't know. I don't know how the process works on that, but I assume I have to buy it for my account. As a community contributor, I get coal ships. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't have all coal ships because I don't have a Salem. So I don't have this. I don't have the Marceau. I don't have the Flint. I don't have several coal ships. So I don't know if that's just like they never got around to it, or maybe it's as ships are released, you get the coal ships so that you can demo them. I do have access to a press account, and press accounts would get all the ships that are available. So the press account would have it, but my personal account, I don't know. All right, well, if that's going to be all the questions, I did actually have a bit of a long stream yesterday, and I'm going to be honest, today I was pretty damn exhausted. So what I'm going to be doing is ending the stream. So we got to have a really big introduction to the MVR once I finished eating, talking about what it could do, displaying it in the training room, showing a bunch of stuff, and then we got to play 2 random battles, which kind of featured it, one of which even have a CV snipe, which is something I don't often do, but it did work out for us, so that was kind of cool. The burger ASMR was good stuff. Oh, yeah. Is this on YouTube? I will actually upload this, like MVR first interaction, basically. I will kick this up to YouTube, so it'll probably be available later if you wanted to watch it for the fun of it, which will go over the introduction, the initial training room showing off the bombs and the mechanics, the first game, question and answer session, second game, question and answer session, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and find somebody to throw the stream to.